bulk, 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 bulk. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Collector's Vault. My name is Mike, and today, if you couldn't tell from my little bit of my song, we're going to be talking about bulk again. The reason why is because I had a bit of a really amazing experience with bulk, and I just wanted to reemphasize the importance of. This actually just kind of stems back to my ignorance video about not knowing what you have. And unfortunately, this cost someone a lot of money. And don't worry, I'll go into details of what happened, because I don't want to make it seem like I ripped the guy off. I don't want to make it seem like I was being like malicious or anything. This guy simply said, I have a box of bulk. Well, he didn't actually say bulk, but it basically was. Big box of cards. These weren't Pokemon, these were Yu-Gi-Oh! And he had a big box, like a big shoebox size, yeah, big. And he asked the magic number, $5. And that was because I saw, let me see if I can get it for you, I saw this one card on top of the box. This is an original LOB Hollow Dark Hole. And for all you old school Yu-Gi-Oh players, you know this is one of the oldest cards in the game from the very first set. And it, from the picture, from what I've seen, it's like, okay, it looks pretty good. And there were a few other LOB cards in there, first edition LOB commons to be more precise. But he wouldn't let me look through it. I had to basically buy on the spot, and he said $5. So immediately I'm thinking this guy's either just screwing with me, or most likely he's ignorant and he's just saying $5 the whole box, and I honestly couldn't say no to it. Even for like let's say I were to actually lose out on this and actually is a bunch of junk, $5 for an LOB original Dark Hole, you know what? It's not the worst thing in the world. I know they're not the most expensive cards, but for $5, it's like, okay, that basically pays for the Dark Hole, and maybe I'll break even on that alone. Then some of the first like commons are actually worth some money too. I even would value them at like $1 or $2 a piece, depending on what they are. So I said, all right, I can't say no to this. There has to be something else in here potentially, and I was handsomely rewarded. So I'm gonna do a little detail showing you what I found in the box, and just showing you how when like this is the stuff you have to look out for when people are just asking $5 for a box, or even if they're asking like $20 for a box, but you can tell like this is going to potentially be like a treasure chest. You have to go for it. So let's take a look at some detail, because one of the cards was actually vault worthy. So let's go take a look. Okay, we're back, and so now we're going to take a look at what I found in that box for only $5. Let's start off with this. I did mention that there were some Legend of Blue Eyes commons, and we have them right here. These are, however, unlimited LOB commons, which aren't worth too much money because LOB Unlimited has been reprinted many times, especially in those legendary collections. But to be honest, these cards are actually in really good shape, and even though they are unlimited, LOB commons are nothing to scoff at. And actually really cool looking too, very nostalgic. So a little pile of this was in there, which is kind of cool. I would say even for $5, this is obviously not worth $5, but hey, it's off to a good start. Then we come to this. Whoops, get this out of the way. These are all first edition Starter Deck Yugi and Starter Deck Kaiba commons. And again, individually, none of these are real lottery cards unless they're the hollows. I mean, God, if there was a Blue Eyes in here, or a Dark Magician, or any of the other like hollows, it would have been amazing. But hey, these are, again, all in amazing condition. These are amazing. The common Monster Reborns, this is insane. Notable. I think even Dragon Capture Jars are kind of cool because it was like just, you know, Dark Hole first edition common's not bad. Oh gosh, these are just. I mean, this is like just a nostalgia trip. Now again, these all being just first edition commons from the original starter deck is you'd be surprised of how much money is actually in this for only $5. Again, $5 for everything you're seeing so far. So let me see if I can put this in order. So we got LB Unlimiteds, Starter Deck, Yugi and Kaiba, first edition commons. Make sure you guys see this. Stop sliding around. And now here is the big boy. I have here a stack of first edition LOB commons. Again, no hollows. However, that does not mean that there's no value in these. Especially because these are first edition for the very first set of Yu-Gi-Oh! And if you can't quite tell, these cards are actually like in really good shape. Let me see if I can flatten this out. Like, these are so clean. There's, like, no smoking damage. I mean, it's just phenomenal. I kind of stacked them so that way the first couple cards, like these Arabians, I just let these kind of like dinosaurs. But some of the equip spells, the original Trial of Nightmare, but before it was reprinted, it was actually called Trial of Hell. That's really cool. Original Skull Servant, first edition. Some of these old school equips are actually worth money, surprisingly. Another Trial of Hell. Actually, I think some of the more notable ones is there's a Machine Conversion Factory, another Skull Servant, Dragon Treasure. That's kind of cool. Another Skull Servant. Here we go. Legendary Sword. Believe it or not, this is one of the more expensive of all the commons in this set. Like, so it just kind of goes to show that another one, Book of Secret Arts. Like, just to think, because this goes with Dark Magician. This goes with just Warriors in general. Warriors are very popular. And then you got all the other old school amazing commons. And like some of these, man, you gotta understand there's a lot of value in these. The original old school field spells. It's very nostalgic. These kind of remind me of like the lands in Magic. Obviously, they're nothing like the lands in Magic, but it's just kind of cool seeing these old school field spells. Clearly, you can tell that they were trying to have these be really impactful in the game, and obviously, field spells have grown. Field spells are very impactful, but nothing like they used to be. They were just attack and defense boost. Now it's like they have entire amazing effects. Oh gosh, just going through all these. So like, yeah, again, I'm not gonna go through all these, but this is just a giant stack of LOB first edition commons, all in, I would say, near mint. There might be a few in light play, maybe, but these are all in like near mint condition, which is mind-boggling. This is a shoebox, by the way. Next is a stack of what we have to be Metal Raiders Unlimited. Actually, one little, rare Metal Raiders Unlimited. Some Metal Raiders Unlimited commons. Not the most exciting thing in the world, but kind of cool. Magic Ruler Unlimited. Some commons and rares. I think there's even some Pharaoh's Servants in here. I think there's a lot of Magic Ruler. Not too much value in these because they're not first edition, but it's still kind of cool. Oh, here's some more Magic Ruler. Magic Ruler rares. Now we got some Pharaoh's Servant first editions. That's a cool first edition Pharaoh's Servant rare. These are all first edition Pharaoh's Servant commons. Again, because these are first edition commons from one of the first few sets, there is some money in these. Even if it's like under like 99 cents in a piece, but these are commons. You have to understand that I spent $5 on everything. And then we got some more unlimited Pharaoh's Servant. We got some unlimited Pharaoh's Servant hollows, which is kind of nice. Magical hats. These are all also in like near mint condition. I would say some of them are like very, very few are on light play, but most of them are in near mint condition. But we're coming back to some Magic Rulers. I didn't sort these very well. I guess I thought these were Pharaoh's Servant, but these were Magic Rulers. Back to Pharaoh's Servant. I think that's what the rest of these are. Just Pharaoh's Servant commons. Yeah, these are all Pharaoh's Servant. But again, these are the kind of commons that you want to see, the old school ones. Also, especially in a game like Yu-Gi-Oh, you never know what's going to come up as far as like a card being played when it never used to see play. Next, I'm going to show you some of the real big ones, and this is really going to give you an idea of exactly, why this is obviously worth it. So here's the LOB Dark Hole. Again, very nice. I'll say like near mint condition. If it was first edition, this would be a whole different story. It would have been, but still very nice. These are kind of cool. These are LOB first edition rares. I did not show at the commons. And these are the old school fusions, and you'd be surprised of how much money is actually in these, because these are actually they do see play sometimes because they are instant fusion targets. I think just because that's basically all they're really being used for right now, and they're kind of cool. But these are just so cool looking. Like, I remember playing these when I was a kid. Flower Wolf was actually one of the first cards I ever pulled, and I know it's not the best, but it was just such a cool card. It's also iconic because it's like the only fusion monster that has this little like note right here saying fusion : and then materials. I think it's the only one that has that. I couldn't tell you why, but a little fun fact. But yeah, Carbonol Warrior was really cool. He actually did see a lot of play for being a warrior instant fusion target. He was good for being a level 3 warrior instant fusion target. And Flame Ghost, I don't think he ever saw a lot of play, but he's just a really cool looking card too. And I'm sure people have chose to play him as a zombie instant fusion target. Moving on, we have some LOB effect monsters and dual monsters, rares. Again, all in near mint condition. These I did sleeve. I probably should sleeve all the other ones, but for the rares, I did sleeve them. So we got some old school Armed Ninja. We got Spear of the Harp, Honey. This is a cool Reaper of the cards. I thought this is a really scary looking card. So that's kind of cool. Next, we got some of the LOB first edition spells with the Goblin Secret Remedy. This card's just, if you read, just reading this card's effect is so bad, but Let's see, we got Stop Defense. It was an old school. Grave Digger Ghoul. Look at that. Final Flame is really sick. Oh, I kind of spoiled this. So, there was also some hollows. These are actually the hollows from the starter deck Kaiba. Lord of D and Flu Summoning Dragons. Really cool in first edition. Again, near mint condition, and which is an amazing. These are also an amazing find. I guess this guy kept the blue eyes and didn't put it in the box, but I don't know. Maybe if I see that guy again, he'll have it for sale. But this and one more other card. Actually, this is not even the card that this is obviously like vault worthy, but there's another card that I think is. I'll show you in a second. I lost my I lost my mom when I saw this at a first edition Exodia piece. Downside, this is the only card in the entire box that was not near mint. It's, if you can see in that corner, there's a bit of a crease. And I think it's even like a little bit of whitening down here. The back wasn't too bad, but like, it's still, I would say, light play to moderate play condition, just because how bad that crease is. But this is an amazing find. Again, $5 for everything you're seeing, including a first edition Exodia piece. Mind blowing. And the final piece, this is not a Dark Magician or Blue Eyes or another Exodia piece, but this is a first edition Manager Bug from LOB, Legend of Blue Eyes, and this one I have sleeved up like this because this card I thought was flawless. I couldn't believe that this card was in good shape, and it is an LOB hollow. Again, like if this was a Dark Hole, if the Dark Hole was first edition, it would probably be in a sleeve just like this because it's really hard to come by those cards in good condition because they do see a lot of play. Manager Bug doesn't really see a lot of play anymore, but he's just an old. I think he must. Please tell me, does he see play in the GOAT format decks? I actually don't know. I don't play GOAT, but just seeing this was like mind blowing. So like this card is just flawless. I'm definitely going to be sending this card and get graded because it's not like people are going to be playing Manager Bug anytime soon. But he's a very iconic card from the old school set, and this just it blew me away for how amazing condition this is. So again, the point of this is to show that whenever you see bulk, it's worth looking into. I mean, this is not a situation where I told the guy, "Oh, I see all this bulk you have here. I'll give you $5." When I knew that these cards were inside of it, because if anything, I didn't know what cards were inside of it. The guy wouldn't let me see them, and he just said $5 for everything. Basically, he was really going on a gamble here for like. Well, I was gambling, but it's like he just didn't know what he had, and so I have to emphasize this is again going back to the my video on ignorance. You have to know what you have. You have to take a look at this kind of stuff. If you don't know, ask a friend. Even if your friend might give you some false information, at least if you have nothing to go, if you have no information to go off of, then it's good to have at least something. At least get an idea of like, yeah, this card, it might not be worth $200, but if it's a card that's worth $20, don't put it in a box full of cards and say $5 for everything. You know. So anyway, that's just my little video on bulk again, just kind of showing you what I found. It was an amazing pickup. And definitely some cards going into the vault. Some cards might be sold. I don't know. We'll take a look. I'll think about it. I just love getting these old school cards. I'm not even sure if I will get rid of them, but we'll see. Anyway, that's all I wanted to show you guys. If you want to see more bulk videos, just let me know in the comments below, and I'll definitely keep up with that. So, I think that's it for now, guys. Take it easy.